Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean.
What's up guys, John from Bennett's Customs. We're back on another episode working on the Radial Flyer. We are going to be trying to tick a lot of boxes. We got the boys coming to do the wiring next week. We want to basically drop the entire suspension, everything that's underneath, all the accessories out. I need to treat the floor, prime it. We're gonna do some Raptor lining, get it all sealed and looking really nice. Then we are gonna start to finish off the fuel tank. Then we're gonna move into the actual cab of it, where we're gonna mount our electric steering, get the air conditioning unit fitted, and all the little things where we need to set up where the wiring's gonna go. Also, you guys may notice, running some fresh gear. We got the new flame hoodie on the website in the black with the white silk screen. Make sure you jump over to the website, check it out. If you like them, grab one. So we're gonna get straight into it right now.
Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm feeling mean, gonna make an ugly scene. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. Tonight I'm gonna pick myself a fight. If someday serving dirtbag a black eye, and if he swings at me, then I'll bust that sucker's knee. 'Cause tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. The meanest hunk of meat anyone's ever seen. Beat out of the way of the hurricane, and there's a heavy price to pay. Tonight I'm feeling mean, I'm feeling mean. And tonight I'm gonna drink like Daddy done. Gonna act a fool and keep on till the dawn. Drink 15 pints of beer, then I'll go right out of here. And tonight I'm gonna drink like Daddy done.
Again too, this is kind of a funny tip. Your tape rolls, when you're using this and you go to lay them down, don't lay them down flat like that. Especially, again, if you're doing a really nice paint job, especially with base coat, because all this side edge here will just it'll just pick up any debris or any fluff or anything that you put it down on, and then you're gonna have an edge that's gonna have fuzz on it. That will then transfer into your paint. I learned that one the hard way, and it was funny. A guy I used to work with, Bill Borsoff, back in Canada, an amazing painter, crazy, like his eye for detail is incredible, and he takes a long time to do an amazing amount of like work. It's actually funny. He doesn't like people watching him paint, so he always used to have the windows in the paint booth all taped up because he didn't want people to see his techniques, but maybe it's because they were so good he didn't want people to get them. The biggest thing I remember him always telling me is with tape rolls, never lay them down. Have your sacrificial ones that you don't care about, but if you're getting into painting a car and you know, even hanging them, sometimes you just go like that, stick it on, let it sit there. Once we're finished with this, then we're gonna just clean the bottom, clean underneath where we need to. There's a few areas I'm just gonna spot prime. I've already put the rust converter on a on a bunch of the spots that needed to be done. So that's, you know, had converted and sealed it all, which is good. Well, as you can see, we have a lot of plastic down. I do not like overspray, especially on the lathe and, you know, other tools. So I just spend a little bit more time bringing out a lot of that plastic. We got a little fan back here just for a little bit of ventilation. We're obviously going to crack the door, keep it open, get some light in here to light it up, so you know, we get some light in those darker areas. And yeah, we're going to start mixing up the pots, get everything prepped over on the other side of our paint booth here, and then we're going to jump in here and start spraying. The Raptor kit, this kit usually comes as a 4-liter kit, I believe. Yeah, so it comes with or 770 mils once you add the hardener. So we got our 4 kits, our hardener, and our measuring cup that we put into each one. All right, so we are almost good to go. Usually when I'm painting too, I always tape my cuffs. If I'm doing like a car, I always have tape around my waist, tape around my arms, and then I usually always tape my gloves down, and that's just so that the sleeves or your suit doesn't drag. This Raptor stuff can be a pain in the butt to get off if you don't get to it right away with thinners, so make sure you get to it. And I have 2 kits in order to do this, whether or not we use the entire kit, but I like to be generous with this stuff. I don't like to try and thin it out and just go over it with a thin coat. I like to lay it on there because I know once it's actually hardened, this stuff is so durable. So for the underneath of a car, especially this car not being obviously a show car underneath, it works out really well. So.
Now that we've got all the Raptor on, we have been waiting about 36 hours, probably a little bit longer actually. And now we are starting to reassemble everything. The boys have started yesterday on doing some of the wiring as well. We are still waiting for the ECU and a few other bits and bobs to show up. There's so much stuff that it's funny, you know, this van is so simple, but there's a lot of stuff that goes in relation with that airplane motor. So I'll just take you for a little walk and I'll kind of give you a little update, and then we're going to get into doing some more fab work. So here we have the table of electrical stuff. This is our vintage air unit that we are using, and this has the similar engine turning done as we've done in the cab, so I thought it was very fitting. It sits under the dash quite nicely. Oil cooler, headlights, everything's being done. We got our gauge panel being wired, and it's on clips so we can disconnect it if need be. And those are those old Stuart Warner kind of repop tulip style gauges with the nice curved glass. Beautiful looking gauge. The motor is just sitting on our bench, and we are just working out the wiring system that then goes into this big 16 pin, I think it's 16 pin, maybe 46 pin fitting, and then that will go into the ECU and the Motec computer that this runs, which is quite neat. So that will be installed back into this big black void very soon. So we are going to get started on this guy here that is going to go to this fuel cap. This is that early mini Cobra style fuel cap that we liked to use. We are going to do a little bit of sign writing on this, I believe, as well as right here, something with the Radial Flyer, which is going to be really cool. And our mate Craig Baxter, who did our race car, he'll be doing that with us. We are going to get over to the fab table. We are going to set up our fuel tank, and we are going to get into this. All right, so while the boys are doing all the wiring on the van right now, I need to start finishing off this tank. As you can see, we have a giant void in this end. Reason being is because I wanted to make sure I had all everything, all the breathers, the return, the drain plugs, the sender, everything sort of fitted and mounted prior to putting this end in so that there were no burrs or anything inside of it. So now I'm going to be working on welding up our little -6 bungs. They are a male bung that I will be welding in. And we have one on the top in the center. This is going to be our breather. And then we have the sender. This is our fuel pump and the pickup. And then the one beside the sender is actually our return. Now the way I'm doing the return is I have this little tube that I just bent up in the little bender, and I'm actually going to fit this to the bottom side of that, and it's going to sit just above the tank, and it's going to kind of push the fuel in return down this way. The reason why I'm not going to leave it open like that is because, one, when you are returning and you are low on the tank, you're going to hear it. It's going to make a, you know, it's basically like opening the tap in your kitchen, as well as I don't want to add too much air to it to create more air in the system. I want this to be buried at all times, returning the fuel, making sure it's nice and quiet and we're not doing too much disturbance to the fuel. So I got everything set up, got the TIG welder set up. We still need to weld our end in. This is our hammer formed end. If you guys have been watching us build this fuel tank, we still need to pop that guy in and fully weld it up. We need to pressure test it, and then we need to get it fitted into the tank so we can get the motor back up and in there. A bit of weight down on this just for when I first tack it. This is just going to help so it doesn't want to lift.
I'm gonna get drunk and smoke 3 packs of Marlboros. And part of me thinks I ain't ever gonna make it back home. I got a wife at the house, but she got no love
try our best to get this tube welded in like that. And I may even just put a little brace on the bottom just so it can't go anywhere. Maybe I'll just do a daub and I can get in there, hold it. It's the best, easiest way. While we're letting it cool down, Race's Minis, best ever. Okay, so we got the fuel cell basically almost done. We just need to weld on our little filler here. So I've just notched it out a little bit. This way it can slide up into place. Fingers crossed we can get a decent weld on it. I'm just gonna draw this out so I know where it's gotta be.
On my mind and anger in my chest, all my
Yeah, okay.
So
Because you do want these to be cool as fuck, eh?
yeah, the cooler they are, the more efficient the aircon's gonna work.
As cool as ice. So either it can go here,
Yeah.
like that, but there's not really a whole lot of fucking airflow.
Yeah, the only thing with that is
Yeah, we have to drill through it.
through the frame.
But check out fucking this.
Donut.
So unfortunately, with this van, everything in here is set to. Holy cow, that's a tight fit. Okay, so now you can kind of see where it's going to sit. Motor. Over here, we have the electric aircon unit. This is going to be our oil reserve, so it's going to relatively go that color, maybe a little bit different, but I will sand and actually paint this with a proper 2-pack, so it is sealed and looks nice. Moving into the front of it, you may see I have a few random dollies that I whipped up last night, and that's due to the axle. We're getting a custom one made for the front. We're going to be narrowing it and lowering it as well, and that is due to the custom wheels that we're going to put on this thing, which I'm so excited about. And once those are on, I'm going to just go out there and say I don't think they've ever been put on a van, and prove me wrong, but I feel like we're going to be doing sort of, you know, something a little bit original, hopefully. So that'll be really cool. But we have them on. Door handles are on. Weather seal half on. Inside, the boys are starting to do a really nice job getting all the wiring done. We have our electric assist steering column finally fitted, which is probably the ugliest thing ever, but it will be really nice to have that electric assist at those low RPMs, I think. Next time you see this, we're gonna have a bit of fresh paint on it in areas where it's needed, where I've done the modifications, especially with the fuel cap. And yeah, a couple of touch-ups here and there. Wiring will be all done, and then yeah, we're gonna be very close to getting that motor back in and start doing all the plumbing for the oil, brake lines, getting those new wheels fitted, and it's really gonna come together. It's gonna be pretty exciting. I can see it, I can see the vision, I can see the stance of it all laid out, and it's just gonna look really cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and we will see you next week on another episode of Bennett's Customs. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you guys.